Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to explore a very well-known shock video that circulated around the internet in the late 2000s and is still well known even today. This is of course the 2009 face split incident. A young man stands on what looks to be a cliff face, towering over a harbour or dock. It's clear that he's about to jump into the water below, where fishermen are fishing in these waters. He of course jumps off of the cliff edge, tumbling down into the water. Except what is planned by him and what actually happens is the complete opposite. Instead of landing safely into the water several meters below, the man himself manages to hit the rock below, or at least part of him does. You see, it isn't an arm or a leg that gets broken and hits the rock below. It is in fact his entire head. As he hits the rock, a large amount of blood splats across it. Looking at the amount of blood on the rock and the amount of blood now spreading throughout the water below, it's hard to believe that the young man makes it out alive. But he does, as we are shown in a secondary clip. In this second clip, we see the unfortunate aftermath. His face is now completely unrecognisable, split into two. A doctor tries to push both halves of his face back together, but it's clear that he's never seen such a situation before, as he asks in Lebanese Arabic what he is to do about the situation. The video ends shortly after. So we know what the video is, but what's the story? Beirut, Lebanon is apparently where this video takes place. The video has and does go by many names, such as horrible diving accident, worst diving accident, as well as any other describing word you can possibly think of before the words diving accident. But it is of course more commonly known as the face split incident. It features a 16-year-old boy who jumps off of a cliff in Lebanon, in which his aim is of course the water below, but he ends up falling and miscalculating in an extremely life-changing way. And with such an injury, you begin to wonder how the hell he actually survived such an impact from the rocks he hit below. Well, perhaps there's an explanation. You see, while the damage looked extremely life-threatening, and don't get me wrong, it definitely was, and or looked like it could have instantly killed a human being, I can more than likely say that this man experienced physical pain like he has never felt before. And why, you ask? Well, while the injury and impact looked like it was an instant kill, the injury itself doesn't seem to have affected the young man's brain, meaning he was still able to function fully. The pain, on the other hand, must have been simply unbearable. You can tell that the wound is, of course, very, very painful, as you can hear him moaning as well as trying to speak. So, how high was this somewhat fatal fall? The video apparently takes place on the Menara Promenade in Beirut, Lebanon. This comes in the form of a drop 40 feet into the ocean below. Now his brother leaps first, showing that the leap below is entirely possible, meaning this whole accident was one big misjudgment. And it's also made apparent to us that this isn't the first time that this young man has jumped from the promenade. However, this would be probably the first time that the event itself was recorded by a girl at the scene who shoots the scene with a Nokia mobile phone. Now, in regards to the second video, the picture in this video is much clearer. This is because this video was apparently shot by somebody else with a different phone or a different camera. The video that you usually see is just the two videos spliced together. All in all, unfortunately, we have to end this video with a bad ending. After the deep wounds were sewn back together, the young boy was unfortunately only kept alive for 2 days in the ICU before he eventually succumbed to his injuries. He had a spinal fracture and severe internal bleeding in the brain. And that is the 2009 face split incident. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.